Hello everyone, I'm Greg Look, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 180 of Factorio with the Angels and Bob's mods, where we are planning out our large fluid processing area. And I just started thinking that maybe we should use some other pipe type for underground pipes, because then we could potentially have a lot more lines of fluids in between every time we have to go up and down. So, like this. And it's actually sealing the lengths of this stuff. So pipe will have a max length of 11 tiles. Stone 11, bronze 15, steel 15, plastic 19, brass 19, titanium 23. So that's more than twice as long. That would actually be pretty helpful. It's not like it's gonna save a lot of space, it's just easier to run all the pipes, basically. So should we go and replace all of these with, or maybe not all of them, but at least some of them with titanium pipe? I think we should. And then we can figure out how many normal pipes we can have in between. Of course, we will have to ramp up our titanium underground pipe production then, but I think we are fine to do that. I think we have enough titanium. Maybe, maybe not. So this train that just went to gold is the one that brings titanium, and that is actually stopped. Where are we making titanium? We're making sponges. We are out of fuel. Because these are full. We've actually backed out on this, I think. Yes. Oh well, we need to fix that soon. Now, titanium pipe stuff. We have the normal pipes right here. Let's scale that up quite a bit. We need 16 pipes for every one of these. So one machine is probably enough. Do we have the stack inserters ready? Because this could be faster. Yes, we do. Oops. Let's get rid of some of this. So now we are just lagging production of the pipes themselves. We could scale it up, but let's not. Already this should last us quite a while, so let's actually just go with this. Maybe we shouldn't stock up on these that much then. But first, let's go fix the carbon problems down here. And maybe try to figure out why I didn't remove the carbon production and just import it. So we need the coke, maybe, for stuff. But I'm not sure what that stuff would be. Coke. I need it from some of the more advanced ingots, but we're not doing advanced ingots. For carbon, for coke pellets, and for solid fuel. So we don't need it. But that's not really a reason to start removing it, I guess, but I still think we should be bringing in more. And we are doing that. We just wanted to use all of our coal first. Of course, it all makes sense. Well, let's just leave that as it is then. I need my own train. For some reason I thought my train was parked over here. And let's go up here again. So in the last episode we started bringing up multi-phase oil and natural gas. And that should just be able to get us some oil processing going. Which should be helpful. Radar. So now it can be all the way up there. We will still lose one tile, but that's okay. In length, because there's no reason to have this up here. We can't fit anything in there anyway. So to keep it compact, we do that. So now we can have 11 lines instead of the 5. That's a pretty nice improvement, to be honest. Now, how many lines are we gonna plan for here? We could also just say that these pipes are reserved for the input and output of the station, and we can have some intermediates up top or something. But I think that will not be any easier to really plan. So let's just plan it big. I wonder if normal robots would be faster at this. I'm not sure. And I basically need... Well, we could have one robopod, but that's not enough robots anyway, so I pretty much want a better armor. An armor with a larger grid. So we can do something like this now. This is for 33 different fluids, unless we need more than one pipe for any of the fluids, of course. What do we have up here? 32 already, and we are lagging some here. So maybe we should just add in one more. See, this is why it might be a bad idea to make everything at the same spot. But we shall try it anyway. So something like that. That's quite a lot of pipes. For a total of 44 different separated lines. Okay, that's probably fine then. I hope. No promises though. Okay, first thing, I guess we should be using some hell mod for this, maybe not. So we want to be processing oil, raw, multi-phase oil, sorry. Oops, stop. Search here, multi. No multi-phase, yes, multi-phase oil, okay. Filter for ingredient input. We can use this for oil separation, and that is the only thing. Okay, so that is what we shall be doing, at least with this. That will produce sulfuric wastewater, which we shall export, at least some of it. We might also need it here, though. We are making sulfur somewhere else in a dedicated outpost. So it doesn't look like we will be needing it here for anything. We can just import the sulfuric acid, I guess, if we need it. We probably will. That sounds okay. So that's an export. I guess there's no real reason to do it this way around. Now we have crude oil. And we have 4 different ways to process that. We can get residuals and 20, 30, 50, or residuals 20, 20, 70 with hydrogen gas, with less crude oil though, so this is very naphtha intensive. We can also do residuals base mineral oil, and this is mixing with some of our gas condensates from the natural gas. Or we can do this, which is very base mineral oil rich. Which is actually, we need the base mineral oil now. But maybe we should actually do all of these and then we can balance them like that. If that's the case, I just don't want to ever burn any of the outputs from this, as long as we have a use for them. I'm not sure how easy that will be to implement though. But we could just have a line of production for each of these. Because I don't know what I need most of. I know I need naphtha for propene. At least we can use naphtha for propene, but it might be wasteful. I'm not sure. And I know I need base mineral oil for coolant in other outposts. So I guess we shall do all of them. This does require residual gas, which require us to actually process some of the other stuff first. But that's okay. This seems pretty balanced. And is mixed with the gas condensates. We don't need that for anything else, right? We can make methane, ethane, and butane. and NAFTA. See, this is where I get confused again, but I think there's no real reason to select one over the other. It's just several ways to spend the same resource. So, it's not a problem that we want to spend it on the oil processing, is the idea here. This will come from this recipe. That is the only way to spend natural gas, right? Just out of curiosity. Apparently we can put it into manganese oxide, but I've pretty much discounted manganese as a useful thing, so let's not do that. More sulfuric wastewater, gas condensates, and more raw gas. So export, useful here, and all of these, well, this will be exported, some of it, and the rest will be useful here. But I think that's a good start. Let's say that we will be producing... Oh, whoops. Natural gas. How much of this per second? 500? Also, let's remove this, because then I can input this instead. I have a hard time really seeing the... So this is the output, this is the input, okay. Well, we can't input more gas condensates. We do need to scale this up instead. Almost there. And then we get some outputs from that, which is pretty good. Okay, let's just start by cracking the... or separating, I mean, the natural gas. I don't think we really can use these numbers for anything at the moment. So, natural gas. Should we leave some space here for anything? Or is that just wasteful? Do something like this, maybe? Leave a little bit of space. And of course we need to run power. Can these actually reach the same distance as the underground pipe? Yes. And longer, but this is fine. Good. You will split natural gas. This needs to be exported. Shall we just put that towards the bottom directly? Let's do it. Right here. And then we can figure out where we export it. Probably over here. Actually, we don't need to use steel underground, or titanium underground for this part. The raw gas will be pretty useful, right? But maybe it will only be useful in a very limited space. Let's not worry too much about that. Okay, so we have stuff. That's just a little bit more identical to the rest of the setup then. So let's do that. And then we can scale this up how we want to. Good. Then we need the multi-phase oil over here, I guess. So multi-phase oil and gas condensates. Let's get one of these down. So something like this. Gas condensates go in there. And multi-phase oil comes all the way from the station. Like so. Oh, we need crude oil first. Whoops. My bad. Did I not put that in here? No, I did. Multi-phase to the stuff. Again, in a gas separator. Do this. Crude oil. Raw gas. And our sulfuric wastewater. Whoops. Good. Well, we maybe should keep the trend of just having this above ground when we can, at least. Not sure if it makes any sense, but let's try it. So now we have the crude oil and can actually do oil refining. Good. And then we can output all of this. Good. That's the basic oil processing at least. Then we can start exporting this if we want to, but then we will get too much of these. But then we could burn that if we wanted to, but that seems stupid. And then we're back to the same old problem, I guess. Okay. Do we want to export the mineral oil right now? Are we actually in problems anywhere? Also, this is stupid. There should be a chain signal here. So you go away. Do we have our mineral oil everywhere we need it? We are full here. Copper is not full, but we have plenty. Steel is full. So yeah, it's not that critical that we export it right now. So we can just continue processing stuff. Now, which direction should we start our processing with? Because, well, we have a lot of raw gas, I guess. So what shall we be producing with this? Acid gas and natural gas liquids, I guess, is the only real possibility. Maybe we want to be building this way, actually. I think I do now. I'm guessing that's also done in the gas separator. And I'm wrong. Okay. Gas cracker? Steam cracker? Whatever it's called. No. Maybe not. Did I not select this recipe? Advanced gas refinery or gas refinery, okay. Do this. Yeah, okay. 2 outputs. Am I gonna hate myself for not putting in more space between these different setups? Not really. Not yet, at least. If we at some point need robots, then I might start hitting it, but not right now. Okay, so the input for this is the raw gas. We have built this too far down. If I want it to all line up at least, that's better. Because then we can do this. And this. Then we have 2 more gases. I think we should just already make a depot for the sulfuric wastewater. just while I remember, let's put a blueprint for this down. Actually, it doesn't make any sense. When we don't have a stagger, this makes no sense. It might as well stay here than up here. It will block all the other trains anyway. So screw that. This is just another sulfuric waste water. And I really should be consistent about my casing. Limit to 1. We have 5 stations but only 4 trains. That causes problems. And learn to read sulfuric wastewater. Full cargo. Sulfuric acid, sulfuric wastewater. Yes, please. Have we not had the fuel train come here yet? Nope. That would be helpful. And I guess that is at the end of the line, or maybe at the start. But after our carbon stuff, at least. Of coal processing, I guess it's called. So at the end. Well, it's called blood processing fuel. Yes, please. Empty or time passed. Go. Good. Then we can start refueling. We could probably make these requests larger now, that would help. But never mind that. So, sulfuric wastewater should go in here. And I guess we should pump it in from both ends as well. Well, I don't think it really matters which direction we pump it. We could pump it just in here, but let's just keep it identical now. Good, that's all of this stuff. And then we need to find the next process we want to do. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.